This is a unique and innovative project which aims to support under or unemployed highly skilled migrants in setting up in business. It's funded by the European Union with partners in the United Kingdom, France, Turkey and Spain. The training is for highly skilled migrants educated to a degree level or equivalent who are underemployed or unemployed. The purpose of this webinar is to give you facilitation tips and to introduce the guide to you. So what do we expect of you as a facilitator? We expect you to help participants realise their strengths and weaknesses and to help them reflect. And the context is that we would like you to help them assess readiness for entrepreneurship. Are they ready mentally, and are their circumstances right? Is it the right time to set up in business? And we would like you to help people act, not just think. Help them be responsible, help them take action, help them move their business ideas forward. As a facilitator, we also expect you to support them with the analysis of their personal situations in relation to starting a business, and help them look at their perceptions of running a business and help them identify the steps they need to take in order to get started. This dialogue that you're going to hear between Joanne and Veronica is from evaluation forms from prior training that we have conducted, and participants have benefited from training on entrepreneurship. One of the important things about our role as facilitator is to help participants connect with the resourcefulness that first helped them decide to come to the UK and make a home. It would be easy for them to feel disadvantaged and not to realise that they have some inherent skills. It's the facilitator's job to support and question to bring out experience. I'm here with Veronica, who came to the UK when she was 11. Hi Veronica, we talked in the programme about the skills you had as a migrant that supported your move into setting up a business. What skills do you see in yourself?
I have always been curious and a bit adventurous, but didn't realise that these skills could be used in a business context. I have been resilient too when I first moved away for university to study my business management course. It was really hard for me to move away from everyone yet again, all of my friends and family, just like I did when I first came to England.
And how did you develop your language skills?
So it was difficult. I had some language lessons before I came to the UK, but when I arrived, I only really knew how to say hello. I did have a tutor support me in primary school, but that was only for about 6 months, and this support really wasn't there in secondary school. I just had to learn through making friends and talking to people.
And you were telling me earlier that you also realised you're a good learner and you've got a real passion for learning.
I think as a result of coming into the UK, I have become quite adaptable. Often, I have been described at school as an all-rounder, so I think I can grasp things from different subjects and topics quite easily. I enjoy learning about these new topics too. I think this inspired me to think of my new business idea, as it was something unique and not something I've done before. I realised there hasn't been a Slovakian cafe in Yorkshire, so I think it's a good market gap for me to tap into. Also, I've come to a realisation that this adaptability can be applied to business in terms of the changing market, competitors and tweaking my products.
So did you do a lot of research on the market idea, on the idea for the business?
I did do some research, yes, but I wasn't really sure where to go at first. But this programme has made me pinpoint the resources I can use to support me in finding out more information.
Great. So in Unit 1, we're helping participants decide if they not only have some skills to be an entrepreneur, but if the time is right, can they be responsive and take action? A level of challenge can help participants establish in their own minds whether they're ready for the next steps. Being a business person, of course, takes energy and tenacity, and we want people to have a good personal fit with making that choice. Veronica, how did the programme help you decide if the time was right for you and if you were ready?
So, as I've been thinking about my idea of a food business for quite some time, the programme really helped me join things up. Having an idea these days isn't enough. You have to fit your idea into a local business context. I have been able to realise my strengths, which has helped me to gain a lot of confidence to go forward with this idea. I've been able to build a plan for my business and overcome all these obstacles that I had in so many areas of the unknown. I have not realised also that I needed a food hygiene certificate. So at first I thought I could just operate from my home kitchen. This training has definitely made me realise that I need to do a lot of legal stuff before I go forward.
Oh yes, I remember you had to register your business within 28 days of starting, didn't you? Yeah, so it did help you navigate the complexity of setting up a business and learning the rules and regulations, yeah.
Definitely, yes. But the support made it feel possible, not just from the facilitator, but also from other members of the training. I learned from others like Tanya, and we're still great friends now.
Oh, great. Did you find the networking useful?
Yeah, I did find it really, really useful, and I learned a lot about myself too. I realised that my approach was very direct as a result of some of the training that we had and some of the feedback that I've received from other participants. Basically, the situation was that I went up to one of the participants in the training and I tried to give them my business card, but this was quite direct and intimidating as I didn't make a rapport with them beforehand. So now I've learned that my approach needs to be a bit softer. First have a bit of a chat with someone, get to know them, find things in common, or see what I can offer them, and then make the exchange of cards.
We would also like you to help people challenge their assumptions about being an entrepreneur. As a trainer, you'll support migrants in realising that entrepreneurship does not need to entail big plans and big companies. A lot of organisations don't have any staff or have small numbers of staff, so it is possible to start small. More migrants start their own business compared to UK nationals. Migrapreneurs also tend to start younger compared to the UK population, who typically start in their 50s compared to around the mid-40s for migrants. You can help them realise they can work from home, they don't need premises. And the big question around the facilitation that you are trying to help people with is entrepreneurship for me? The tools, theories and materials in the facilitator guide will help to support you as a trainer to explore these issues with migrants. Is entrepreneurship for them? If it's not for them, you'll help them build the entrepreneurial skills in the first stage of the training. If it is for them, you'll be there to help them discover their plan and make it happen through all the units in the second stage of the training. In the facilitator's guide, you'll find materials on the content and guidelines on the process of how you will work with participants. You can see here the content of the first phase. You'll help migrants see things differently. Is there an old lady or a young lady here? They are both in this image. Often individuals get stuck seeing themselves or their lives in certain ways, and once these ways are set, it can be very difficult to alter them. As a facilitator, you'll use the guide and materials to alter this fixed mindset. So what are the skills needed for running a business? This is what the training is all about. The guide will help you support participants in identifying the skills they need. You'll be helping them decide if they're ready for entrepreneurship. They move on to phase 2 of the programme if they are ready. The guide is here to give an outline on how to structure the training sessions for this phase. As you can see, these units are more detailed and more advanced. They're fit to support an aspiring migrapreneur. These units provide the knowledge base they need to start a successful business. As a trainer, you are encouraged to use mind maps to support participants in identifying their dreams and skills. And we would also like you to connect the resilience they have with their aspirations. You can use the mind map to encourage them to view their inherent strengths. Think about Veronica's story. To summarise,